don't necessarily know what this is going to be exactly, but it should just kind of be like a little overview, recap, and the way I'm moving forward. So, essentially, this week probably has been one of the best weeks. Not it has been the best week. Um, I got this week I took payout, and then at the same time I also passed a expert 150k. And the reason this is significant is not only is 3 times the size, but there is no consistency rule. If you look over here, wrong count, the consistency rule, I mean, it just like kills me. It denies payouts at 3 winning days and everything. I mean, I have so much profit here. I'm not able to use all of it simply because of consistency. But it's a new month, right? I think this month I'm just going to completely lock in, right? And this month you can tell, I mean, it was such a rough start to the month, right? But then slowly I started picking up the pace. Took first payout here, and then now we're into this month, right? And I have a lot of buffer. It's not like I'm gonna blow this account. It's just that if I want to take another payout with it, it's gonna be annoying because I gotta make I gotta have 2 extra like 2K days, right? Well, 1 2K day and one a little less. Basically, 2 more winning days, and then I'd have to have another freaking 2 more winning days, which sucks. It's annoying. Then on my 150k, I took like a small little test trade so that I could get this timer going. Essentially, the why this account is so much better, the expert, is that you only have to wait 14 days and then you get paid. So, essentially, no matter how much I make, right? And the minimum request amount is 1K. But no matter how much I make, I can request. I saw people taking like 50K payouts on just a 50K starter or 50K expert just because of that rule. There's no consistency rule, and there is no maximum withdrawal limit of $1,200 like there is on the starter, right? And I got this for a good deal, and I think I passed within like the first day. It won't show. I don't even have any failed. But I passed within one day, right after I bought it, like a day after. And yeah, this is just a small little thing to get the timer going. So basically, the way I'm moving forward is that I'm going to be taking setups purely based on key levels combined with market structure because it's been working so well for me, and it's like a complete revelation, right? I'm not saying anything that I was doing before was unprofitable, but psychologically this helps me so much more, and I can take much higher RR trades while also, I mean, I've had 100% win rate. The only break-even trade I had was last night because I was trading right before bad conditions. If you didn't know, today Trump started speaking, and that kind of like messed everything else up. But I'm taking a break. I'm coming back Monday full throttle, and I'm going to be trading on the 150k. But I'm also going to assess market conditions because that's very important. I kind of was thinking about taking a short, but then I realized the time it was way too late, so I'm not going to end up taking this. I mean, I guess I could leave. It was good alignment, but I guess I could leave it. It's like right here. It was actually pretty good alignment. I could, how do I see, where's like the fork thing? Whatever, that's not part of what I'm here to do. Essentially, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to be taking trades like more trades like this with, or wait, actually, yeah, I mean, I guess trades like that. I'm going to be taking trades with good alignment that makes sense. So here, the two trades I took completely solo were this and then this trade, which I made one band on, and then with the scaling rule I was able to make two bands on the next one immediately. So I included this because I was like studying, trying to see how heat maps could show the entry and all that. Really, it doesn't show the entry and like all the, it doesn't show where the entry is with all the iceberg orders. It really just shows how price reacts off the entry with absorption. So that's a cool thing to understand, and I guess you could increase your win rate or your confidence by waiting for absorption to happen and then pouncing onto price like here. But I don't know, I don't really care. I'm not going to fix what's already working, and there's nothing broken about this strategy. So the only thing that's broken about is how much money you can make if you really focus in. Essentially it was midnight alignment with a bunch of things, and then we had this edge here. But then I was just like, hey, it's probably just going to take stage 2 liquidity. Took it, shot right up. I almost got stopped out on that, but I did not. This is the trade I took to pass my 150k. I really should have gotten more detailed on this, but it was completely based off market structure. I took it, it was high probability. It edged me by one tick, and then I got so mad because I thought I wasn't going to pass in one day on my 150k, but I passed within the same day. It was just like 3 in the morning. The trade got filled. It like came down. I was like, it's starting to get close to stopping me out at break even. I was getting so mad. Okay, but this is the type of trade I gotta take, right? You see this alignment with, let's see, yeah, 10 open, daily open, weekly open, and dog, like levels like this with key levels. Key levels are so important because just right off the bat price is going to react, right? There's groups of traders that specifically take positions off this price, and then you take this and you combine this with market structure, then you're covering the other groups of traders that trade strictly off market structure, right? So the sea of order blocks, IFVGs, things like that. It was a 0.89 gap fill, 1 hour alignment, and rejected off the SIBI. Perfect. It wasn't CE, but it was still another confluence. I might as well add that on there. And if the level has alignment like this, I'm not going to push for one little small adjustment. Right? Not every confluence has to be perfect. You just have to have a couple perfects. This was big trade. This is what took me out of drawdown. See, you can see from here I was just struggling, just break even. I wasn't really moving the account, and then here I just got my first payout on the account, and then I skyrocketed. So, and this is my first break even, and it was because of the market conditions. Simply put it, the price was just tanking, and then it turns out Trump was going to announce something. So there isn't much you can do. But this overall was a good trade, except for the fact that I was fighting the trend. I really want to stay with the higher time frame structures, and if the market's moving down, just stay with it, right? Look for shorts. I don't want to be going completely for reversals, even though sometimes they are high probability. Those are trades I'm taking if I have extra drawdown to spare. I mean, I'm willing to take them on my 50k funded, but on my 150k expert, I don't want to take those. I just want to take the highest quality setups and take payouts. That's what's important to me. So yeah, I mean, there was a lot of alignment at this level. It's just that the market's going to close, so I don't think it'll get filled. Last night there was a good short that painted out. I think it was right here. It's just the fact that it didn't. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it was right here. It was this level, right here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was like this. There was other alignment, but this was the. Wait. Yeah, this was the trade I wanted to take, and as you can see, I just never got the fill. I mean, I was in here on the 150k and the 50k starter because I was very confident. There was the alignment. It was going to be a gap fill. I think my stop was also above the end dog, so it was just like safe in general. Just waiting for it to fill, reject off this point, and then I also, I guess you could say, I had like the buffer, and I had this point here that could also save me, but either way, it was just a very good trade, and you know, it just barely didn't fill me, but if it did fill me, I mean, I would have just probably taken the ARR because that's insane money to me already. But if I held, I mean, I kid you not, you could have taken like, you know, 100 RR, and 100 RR, I'm talking like generational, like money that'll last you for a crap ton of time. Look, if you took 15 contracts, it just freaking held it all the way down. Which I know I wouldn't, but I just kind of want to visualize this because these are possibilities. I mean, look at that. Look at that P profit and loss. That'd be insane. That'd be just crazy. But obviously, who's here to expect that Trump would start talking, and who here can expect like price to just tank like that? Obviously, we had bear structure as well. It probably was a better idea to take shorts than longs. And I did actually miss out on a short the other day. It was simply, it was so simple, but it was just like, what was it? Was it on the 1 hour? It was simply just order block alignment on the 15. Yeah, breaker block alignment on the 15. Yeah, it was back here, and then it was shorts. It was simply just this. And with the end dog, it was alignment with the end dog, and I mean, it was relatively clean, but I felt like I needed more confidence, that's why I didn't take it. But one of the reasons it played out is because simply you're trading with the trend, and you're just doing what the market is doing, and you respect it, right? So, the reality, I could have taken this, but I would like a couple more confluences, but it's not bad to go down to the basics, because this very well played out, and it makes complete sense. It would have targeted here, and it would have got filled. It got really close here, but it would have got filled. Yeah, I mean, you guess you could do some crazy stuff like that. This is a keep level, but I'm not risking anything. This was amazing. Besides the fact that I didn't take it, someone else took it, and he got like 50% on evals. But yeah, that's about it, I guess.